Uh, ah, almost locked my freaking jaw trying to pull that off. I guess that's like a genetic trait with the Saiyans in Universe 6 where their jaws can just like, dehinge like a fucking snake and just when they're in extreme states of power or damage because it happens to Kaba too when he gets knocked into a wall his mouth like, yeah, I don't get it. Okay. Dragon Ball Super episode 93. This is, what's funny? This is the one that everybody was fucking ready to drop their fudge over. This was the one that was like leaked a few weeks ago. Like, Frieza's coming back, Frieza's coming back. Holy shit. Episode 93. This is when this is going down. And I think it's the spoilers that killed it because, yeah, Goku goes to see Frieza and he offers to bring him back, but we know everything that was going to happen here. We already established this a month ago. Goku's gonna go ask Fortune Telling Baba to go bring Frieza back, and Goku goes to talk to him, and they strike a deal. And by the end of the episode, that's setting that on track there. Yeah, I mean, there was still some pretty cool scenes. First off, we get to see King Yemma again, so that was cool. It seems King Yemma, though, his office has downsized quite a bit. I don't know if you guys remember this, but back during the Saiyan saga in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku first, like King Yemma's introduction, when we first got to see the guy, he was this huge, like he had a giant fucking desk that was like towering over Goku. It was made of mahogany. Not just any mahogany, but mahogany from Malchior 7. Yeah, and he was just this giant guy. In this episode, it's like this little tiny fucking office. It's like the desk is like, I don't know, like barely above Goku's head. It's just like this weird thing, and King Yemma himself seems a little bit smaller. I don't know. But he goes to talk to him because he's like, hey, I want to go talk to Frieza. And King Yemma's like, why should I let you? What do you have to do with that piece of trash? And Goku's like, oh shit, I have to explain. So hey, King Yemma, do you know that there's other universes? And King Yemma's just like, oh well, I heard rumors about that, but I didn't really think much of it. I'm like, are you fucking well, okay, hey, look, the Dragon Ball universes are laid out like orbs, like round, like orbs, and as opposed to square orbs, but round orbs, and the lower half of the orb is the mortal realm with all the different galaxies that the regular Kais watch over, and then the upper half of the orb is the other world. This is where the Snake Way is, and the Kai's planets, and the check-in station, and even above that, at the very top of the orb, you have the sacred world of the Kais. And then at the very bottom of this orb, like as like an extra addition outside of it, you have the Makai realm or the demon realm. Okay, so that's how the universes are laid out. So I guess I can understand why King Yemma has really no idea that there's other universes, because he's still part of the orb, and he would still get wiped out even if they lose the tournament. It's not like Otherworld would be the exception here. That is still part of Universe 7. And then Hell is like the border zone. Hell is like, you know how the entire check-in station is surrounded by like those yellow cloud, layer thing? Like underneath that cloud layer there, that's Hell. And we're not talking about the fucking place with the ogres like in the Saiyan saga. That's all anime only. Hell in the context of the canon of the story is different for each person that gets sent there. And in Frieza's case, he gets the hell treatment with all the nice flower fields and the cute angels singing to his demise, come on, Frieza, let's go bake some cookies, and then we can go pet the unicorn. And then Frieza's just like, oh my god, I want to burn this entire fucking place to the ground. I'm trying to make your head explode right now. Hey, at least give Frieza this much. He's genuine. He knows who he is. Okay? Even King Yemma's like, he's never gonna repent. No matter how much torture we put him through, no matter how much we put him in a state of just abject suffering and torture for Frieza, he's never gonna learn his lesson. He's never gonna just say, maybe I was wrong. At least he's true to his morals. They're sick and twisted and evil morals, but he's true to his morals. So, King Yemma, though, eventually, gives him the stamp of he's like, okay, fine, I'll summon a guide and you can go see Frieza. Oh, weird fucking thing King Yemma says, though, that does raise some questions. He tells Goku, he's like, if you gotta kill him again, it's like, if you gotta kill Frieza for like a third time, make sure you don't do it on Earth, because if you don't do it on Earth, then I don't have to deal with the fucker anymore. And that got me a little confused. I'm like, wait a second, this check-in station is supposed to be for the entire mortal half of the universe. So wait, are you only responsible for judging the souls of people that die on the Earth? Because didn't the Supreme Kai say they were 28 other planets with mortal life? Are there like 27 other check-in stations? I mean, I guess that's possible, but, or do those just 27 other planets, like what happens if a Namekian dies? So what, the Namekians don't have an afterlife? That's weird. That's just strange. That's odd. I mean, that would explain some stuff. I mean, in the anime we got like PyCon and shit, which is a little confusing. Yeah, I don't get it. No, because didn't the South Kai have his own little champion? Because I think this was canon. The South Kai was the only other Kai that was shown in the canon of the story. It was just North Kai, King Kai, and then South Kai. West Kai and East Kai, they didn't appear in the canon. That was all anime. But South Kai had a champion with like a chef's hat that it was going to challenge Goku. This was back in the Buu saga. And then so he died on a place other than Earth. So maybe there are other check-in stations other than Earth, other than King Yama. I don't know. Anyway, that was weird. Anyway, Goku goes to see Frieza, and Frieza actually takes him being there rather well. I was gonna imagine like Frieza, like Goku's gonna be like, "Yo, Frieza, what's up?" And then Frieza would just be like, "You." But no, he just like turns around in his cocoon and he's just like, "Oh, what's going on? Why are you here?" So Goku cuts him down from his little cocoon area and explains to him the Tournament to Power. And Frieza eventually is like, "Okay, I'll go with you. I'll do this. But after 24 hours, I have to come back here, right? Because that's Fortune Teller Baba. That's her thing." And Goku's like, "Yeah, you will." And he's like, "Well, I don't want to." But he's like, "Hey, look, you're not really in a position, you're not in a position to be picky here, right?" The deal that, and by the way, so they basically come to the conclusion at the beginning of the episode, like, we need Frieza for this. I'm like, you really don't. Like, look, killing is not allowed in the tournament. You need to have 10 members for your team, but none of them can die. Okay, if somebody from Universe 9 kills one of your guys, then they get disqualified. So bring Mr. Satan. Fuck it. You like 9 other fighters that are pretty solid. You throw it up there about Tien and Krillin or whatever, but okay, you got a decent number of people that can carry their own weight. Bring Mr. Satan. Fuck it. Bring Yamcha. Bring this is just throwing out an idea. What about since we were talking about Fortune Teller Baba, what about Baba's soldiers? Didn't she have a like an invisible dude? Like, I know you can sense energy and everything, but I mean, if you have like an invisible dude, that could be handy. What about Spike the Devil Man? Because he could use that Devimite beam to kill. Oh, right, you're not allowed to kill people. Shit. but they at least know a little bit about combat. They at least understand like ki a little bit, or Mr. Satan, because you can't kill Mr. Satan, and Mr. Satan has like the best luck out of anybody on the fucking planet. So I would say that would be a better option than Frieza, who could accidentally kill somebody. Like, he says in the episode, like, "I guess, can I kill people?" And Goku's like, "Of course not." And Frieza's like, "I guess I'll endure it. Wink." Whatever. So Frieza's deal, the deal breaker for this is, if we win the tournament, you gotta resurrect me with the Dragon Balls. And I was like, really? That's the deal? Like, I thought he was going to come up with something a little bit more clever, like, if I win, Goku has to die, or if I win, then you have to, I don't know, make me, like, blow up Earth, or something like that. I don't know. But it's just, bring me back if we win. And then Goku's like, "Okay, I promise." And then all he has to do is just like, "Oh, by the way, I lied. Fuck you." And then just never see him again. I mean, Goku, knowing, because it's Goku, the guy that gave his power to Frieza on Namek, the guy that gave Cell fucking Senzu Bean, the guy that didn't kill Boo when he was in SS3, or didn't even attempt to kill Boo when he was in SS3 because it's not his world anymore and the other people of the world have to protect themselves. He's probably gonna be true to his fucking word here. So, welcome back, Frieza. Okay, maybe I don't know. You know what? It's setting up stuff later down the line. Fine. So Frieza agrees, and then there you go. That's the episode. Goku goes back to fortune teller Baba's place to ask her to go and bring Frieza back. Fortune teller Baba's like, okay, well, I don't want to, but you know, the universe is at stake, I'll do it, but she wants a gift in return. I'm like, come on, Baba, you old bitch. Come on, we got like 1 hour and 30 minutes until this shit starts. Goku presents her with the fucking button to Zeno. This is a fidget spinner, but just imagine this is the button to Zeno. This is the button to summon Zeno, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, like, okay, Goku got us into this mess. It's probably best for Goku not to have that anymore, but fortune teller Baba, well, I guess she would be okay with it. I don't see she's the kind of person that would abuse that power, but she's like, I don't want anything that dangerous, you know. And so Goku flies off to try to find something else for her. I don't know, get her some fucking caramel candies or something. Just here you go. Okay, go bring back Frieza. Okay, fine, whatever. So that's the plot with there. The other plot of the video, of the episode, is the reveal of legendary Super Saiyan Kale! I love kale, by the way. Kale is great. Take some kale, throw it in like a frying pan, put some like olive oil over it. Oh my god, salt it. Good shit right there. Love kale. So Kale went Legendary Super Saiyan, and for more than just her going Legendary Super Saiyan, I wanted to talk about the way that they're doing this, the whole getting the tingly sensation in the back. I saw a lot of people lose their shit over this, like, that's not, oh my god, all the shit we've went through being Super Saiyans throughout the story, it's about rage, it's about anger, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's just a tingly feeling in your back. Okay, guys, if this was 1996, I could see where you're coming from. I could see where you were coming from with this bullshit where, like, it's a tingly feeling. First off, I think what they're trying to go for is, like, chakras. You know, like, building up your energy, like, your ki and your chakra structure or something like that. You know, something along those lines, like certain pressure points accessing and stuff. And knowing that the Saiyans from Universe 6 are completely different from Universe 7, that would make more sense that the way they go into Super Saiyan is a little bit more elegant, a little bit more constructive than just mind-numbing rage. But you have to remember, guys, like, as Vegeta once said, it's like a Super Saiyan bargain sale. Goten and Trunks were little kids when they went Super Saiyan. Okay, and they just turned super, like, it was explained a little bit how Goten went Super Saiyan. Chi-Chi was like just, you know, fighting him so much. I guess Goten got really frustrated and aggravated that he went Super Saiyan, but he was still a little fucking kid. Then you have Trunks, who just can turn into Super Saiyan, really. So it's like, you know, it doesn't even really matter at this point. I mean, I don't think it does, and I think, like I said, what they're going for is, like, chakra structures, a little bit more of an elegant way of going into it. Also, it's not like Goku and Vegeta would be really good at explaining how this works. Maybe there was other ways to go into Super Saiyan this whole time. It's just the only way that they figured, like, Goku was the first person to go Super Saiyan in the original story, you know, because he got really pissed off that Krillin died. And so maybe that's just, they assumed that's the only way you could do it. And then from there, it was just baseline. But at this point, Super Saiyan, base Super Saiyan, it doesn't fucking even matter. You got Super Saiyan God. You got Super Saiyan Blue. Possibly levels beyond that. Just let them be Super Saiyan. Just let Kaba and Caulifla and even, you know, just let them turn Super Saiyan. Give them the baseline. It's not really gonna matter. Now, if they just went God just out of the gate, I could see where you would be pissed, but come on now. And you're gonna be even more pissed because in this episode, Caulifla just jumps right to 2. So there's that. Also, you have to consider the fact that these Saiyans, they just didn't know Super Saiyan existed. Maybe they didn't have the legend in their universe, so they didn't even know it existed, or even, like, it was legendarily possible to exist. So they should have hit Super Saiyan a while ago, but because they live in this different universe and the Saiyans are different, they don't have as much rage in them, so they just never understood it. But their potential is like way bypassed, so there's just like, oh, Super Saiyan, oh, and Super Saiyan 2, because we should have honestly passed that milestone a while ago, right? Well, anyway, this is more about Kale, who uses the same method, and then of course Kaba insults her, and Kale is like, "I'm so sorry, I can't do it. I can't become a Super Saiyan. I'm so useless." And then like energy just starts to just geyser out of her, and she just like her muscles just are like, and then she just boom, She-Hulks the fuck out. Very apt actually, because she uses like green energy orbs as her weapons, and begins just to very much like Broly. When you go into that state, it's like you're a teenager, and your entire every decision you make is completely dependent on your emotions, and so it's like Kaba, kill Kaba, and so she starts wrecking, running train on fucking Kaba. Caulifla eventually gets involved when she starts charging up an attack and launches it. Caulifla makes the jump to Super Saiyan 2, blocks the shot, which makes sense because I would put legendary, like I would put Broly somewhere in between like SS2 and SS3, so that makes sense. I've only seen the first Broly movie, and in the first Broly movie, Super Saiyan 2 was not a thing yet. In the anime, so like Broly wrecked all of the Z Fighters shit while they were in Super Saiyan. But Super Saiyan 2, I believe I believe Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 against Broly in like one of the other movies, but I haven't seen those, so I don't really know how it went out. But yeah, I mean, it was cool seeing her like that, and having a little bit more control. I mean, Broly was like this. Broly was not a very fun character. He was not a very interesting character. At least Kale has something to go on here, where she kind of like, she's the protege of Caulifla, but she also might sort of kind of have a thing for Caulifla, because the way that they get her out of the legendary state is, after Caulifla deflects her shot, Caulifla's like, "Calm down, Kale, you're amazing. Don't think that I would ever be so simple as to fall for a kid like this," as if Kale was like really jealous of Kaba, because Caulifla might be getting it on with Kaba, and he's like, "I can't." And so, after hearing the admiration that she was getting from her master, she powers down and like passes out, and then they take her. So that was cool to see that, where that's gonna go. Yeah. The other scenes of the episode are mostly focused on the God of Destruction from Universe 4, the little mousy guy. His name is Katila. Well, it's based off of Tequila. I can't say this word. Tequila. There we go. And he's the little mousy dude, and he sends spies to other universes to get the haps on them. He sends a spy to Universe 7, so he learns all about Frieza, and he knows what they're doing, and he realizes what they have to do. I also believe that there's a member from Universe 4 that we haven't seen yet. His name's Damon, or Damon or something, and he's like some sort of insect cicada warrior that's going to be fighting, so that's going to be cool. I don't know, we haven't seen him yet. In the preview for the next episode, we actually see Sidra, the God of Destruction from Universe 9, and the God of Destruction from Universe 4, the mousy dude, like meeting and doing this weird hand thing. I don't know what it's about, but Universe 9 is the mirror universe of Universe 4, so that could be something there too. Also in this episode, Whis mentions that there was whenever Goku asks Whis, he says, "So Whis, do you think we have a chance at winning the tournament? Do you think we have a decent shot with our warriors?" And Whis is like, "I don't know much about other universes, but I will tell you that in another universe there is a warrior that couldn't even be defeated by a God of Destruction, and that is immortal, and the God of Destruction was Beerus." And so Beerus mentioned that it was an arm wrestling competition. So at some point, Beerus got into an arm wrestling competition with somebody else from another universe, a mortal, and he couldn't win. So I don't know if they're talking about that guy from Universe 4, or if it's Topo from Universe 11. I feel like they would have mentioned if it was Topo, so it's probably not Topo. But that's pretty ominous. And it's probably not somebody from Universe 1 or 8 or 12 or one of the universes that aren't going to be participating. So it's going to be cool. I'm trying to think. It's probably going to be the person from Universe 4, I would assume. Because we didn't really got anything from Universe 4 yet. Universe 2, we got the Teletubby chick. Universe 3, we got the mechanical people last episode. Universe 4, we got that. Five's not participating. Six we got with Kale and Caulifla and Kaba. Although they're still out a few members. We got Hit, we got Magetto, we got Frost, we got Kaba, we got Caulifla, we got Kale, we got I guess Botamo. They're still gonna bring the fucking bear back, I guess. And who was the other one I'm missing? I no wait, I think I got them all. Yeah, yeah, that's all of them. So they need three more members from Universe 6, so they need to figure something out there. Universe 7 is obviously Goku's team. Universe 8's not participating. Universe 9, they only have the trio de Dangers. Universe 10 is all set. Universe 11 is the Pride Troopers. Universe 12 is not participating. So Universe 4 was like the last one we really needed to see elaborated upon here. So that's cool. We have an hour and a half left, guys. An hour and a half until the tournament begins. Next episode is probably going to be Frieza and Goku, having a sparring match and shit. Like all the other members have had sparring matches with Goku. And then I think we're just going to maybe get a quick rundown of all the tournament, of all the universes one more time. And then we're going to get into it. And it's going to be fucking nuts. I don't even know how they're going to do this. A battle royale with 80 people on the same stage. I don't know how they're going to focus on this and everything, but it's going to be wild, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, that was the episode 893. I talked about it longer than I thought I would, but just like I said, not like anything new that nothing blew my mind, really, I should say, other than the fact that they really maybe should have considered bringing somebody else other than Frieza on, because Frieza could very easily accidentally just kill someone. When there's other options, and they don't necessarily all need to be frontline fighters. You could just find like somebody like Master Roshi, who's just really skilled at really good at tactics and really smart. Nobody's coming to mind right now, but it's a big goddamn universe. You could find somebody, somebody that could be tactically clever. I don't know. At some point, bring Mr. Popo on. Mr. Popo, he could do stuff. He's the Dark Lord of all. He could win, right? Yeah. I don't know, guys. But yeah, Frieza. I mean, he's popular in the franchise. You got to bring him back. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below on what you expect to happen next in the story. This will be Tekking101 signing out. Good night, everybody.